I want you and that young man to tie that knot. I'm gonna pray for you. And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho.
It's
Yes.
the old
He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Jericho get off the island.
Let me get straight to the business. Yeah. Got them lions in the building. Yeah. Why you lying to the children? Yeah. Why you lying to the children? Yeah. RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been the best. Man, they know contest. Yahuwah, he do the bless. We will not see you tomorrow. Cause you cannot go to Thought. All the sons and all the daughters. Standing hard with big manotas. But my son, he made me Taurus. On that line, I'm still a Taurus. Karate kicking Chuck Norris, 4-5 on my waist. If he started, will not hesitate to get retarded. Oh Lord, he ain't got a PowerPoint, he farted. He thrown into the hills like a Philistine. T-Hawk hitting Hamites with the guillotine. Situation turned up with the Ratchet team. JJ 7000 to debate me. Yeah, I know them haters gon' hate me, but he won't debate me. Pistol off safety. He respond, come wake me. If I don't get up, nigga shake me. If he don't show up, then he fake G. I touch down and make these nigga nuts hate me. Dear brother. Ballin' and crawling all the way from H-time. Let me get straight to the business. Man, them lions in the building. Why you lying to them children? Why you lying to them children? You gon' cry, you gon' get it. Me, I'm like a frog, nigga, ribbit. Of course, it's in the spirit. I just got the Porsche, she can steer it. Mito got the raw, shack and grill it. Lamborghini doors, you better not spill it. Mama's high, say I'm more than just a villain. Mama's cry, I'm dope and wide for her children. Suicide, immortalized as a realist, yeah. Death by God, black suicide. Let me get straight to the business. Got them lions in the building. Why you lying to them children? Yeah. Why you lying to them children? Yeah. RIGHTEOUS. Man, you know I've been the best. Man, they know contest. Yahuwah, you get it. Wow, what's that? Why ain't they taking over? Number one debate league, you heard me? When it's up, it's stuck. I'm stepping on everything, nigga. Metaphorically, of course.
Yeah, welcome to the Lions Den. It's your boy Eric, the Mad Scientist, True Knowledge. We got the panel up here. Discussion is flat Earth versus globe Earth. We're gonna let the panel say who they are and where you can find them at. Of course, we're gonna go to the backbone of the Lions Den. Kareem will say hey to everybody.
Shalom to everybody and everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel, everybody in bingo. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties in bingo, trying to get this camera going, but shalom to everybody.
Okay. We're gonna go to one of the contestants, the debaters. We can go to the Tarcori. Tell them who you are, where they can find you at, what social medias they can find you at.
My name is Tarcori TKO Dawson. You can find me on Facebook at Tarcori Dawson. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm here to represent the flat Earth side. You know, this is more than just flat Earth. This is about energy and the fact that our government and other people are hiding free energy. But I won't be coming from a conspiratorial aspect, but from a scientific aspect. So Yeah,
And tell them where they can find you at.
they could find me on Facebook, Takori Dawson, my YouTube channel. My videos are slowly getting uploaded on there, and they could find me on the same thing, Takori Dawson. That's my channel. You will see a light green T around it. That's my channel.
Okay. Go to the next debater, Michael. Let them know who you are and where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, hey, I'm Michael Toon or MC Toon, the worst rapper in the world. Please don't listen. You won't like my rap. You won't find it. I don't even rap. You can find me on YouTube, though, at youtube.com/MCTOON. I debate flat earthers every week on my channel. So that's where you can find me. You can also find me on Facebook, just Michael Toon, TOON.
Okay, we gonna get into the discussion. There's no over talking. You gonna let each other talk. You know, y'all should know how long you should be able to talk when it's too long winded. And this is the first part we will get to. So who want to go first?
Well, Karima, she could set a time if that on the, to be on the safe side, she could actually set a time for each of us to go, and everybody can mute their mic and let one of the people talk until that time is over with.
Well, if y'all maintain, and I don't have to bring the clock out, but if it get out of hand, I'll bring the clock out. But if y'all can, maintain and handle yourself like gentlemen, then go ahead. You got the time. You make
Okay.
it time. Okay.
Michael, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Well, this is just the prelim. This is not the debate.
Yeah, this is just a prelim.
Yeah, we just keep in order because we have a lot of problems of people talking over each other and not letting each other talk, and then some people talking too long and not understanding when to let the other person talk. So, we just trying to get it more organized. That's not the debate, but even though you still want to get the people to hear what y'all have to say and not have to be an argument of who over talking who and stuff like that. We had this problem yesterday, so we just trying to find a way to fix that.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you want to go first, Michael, or you want me to go first?
It's just a prelim. I thought that we were just going to set the structure for the debate and the date and time. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
say,
the prelim is you're not going to give your information what you're going to bring to the thing, but y'all just going to have a discussion so each other can understand where kind of y'all coming from. So
Yeah.
it's like don't show your whole hand, but just give each other enough to where when y'all go do y'all debate and do y'all presentation, y'all know where each other least coming from. You know what I mean?
okay.
I mean, if that is that good with
So
you,
so
Mike?
we'll let Corey go first since he's used to this, so you can see how it goes. So you can go first, Corey.
Yeah, hold
Hey,
on.
hey, P.
Let Kansu introduce himself and Shalom plus beats.
Oh yeah, Kansu, yeah. Introduce yourself and see where they can tell the people where they can find you at.
Shalom, 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 ha shalomka, assalamu alaikum, rahubat, shemem hatep, alifia. Greetings to the people, greetings to the family, greetings to the Lions Den. It's a pleasure to be back again. Uh, uh, you can find me at Brother Konsu on YouTube. You can find me at the Universal Yoruba Nation on YouTube, and you can find both of those also on Facebook. You can also find me at if you go to Google, Amazon, Lightning from the East, which is the official biography, the only biography in existence of Dr. Malachi York, which I helped put together and the head of research and promotion of that book. And then you can also find me on Chrome TV, and you can find me at Brother Consul the Real Nuwapian Facebook page as well. Peace to the family. I'm interested, and I wanted to make sure that I got the title right of this prelim. So if y'all don't mind, peace to everybody on the panel, to Corey, to the other brothers, and if you could run it by me one more time, just so I know for sure before y'all get into the prelim, I would appreciate it, family.
Yeah, he said he want to know what the title is. So the title is, if I ain't mistaken, is Flat Earth versus the Globe Earth.
Okay, got you. Got you.
And at the end we're gonna have a couple of questions, and we're gonna have I'm gonna try to see if I can find some questions in the comments. If you don't want to answer it, if you feel like it's gonna give you too information from the question, then you don't have to answer it. So we just gonna go like that. But Takora, you can go first.
All right, I just want to say peace and blessings to the family. Flat power, by the way, out there. Now the reason that we are actually having this, getting ready for this debate, is simply due to the fact that there's a scientific battle on each side of the spectrum. You got the globe earthers and you got the flat earthers. You got the people who say that the earth is a globe, and you got people who say that the earth is flat. Now, they have their reasons of believing that the earth is a globe, but we have our reasons also to say that we say that the earth is flat. And so when we're dealing with science, we're dealing with the scientific method. Science only actually means the studying of natural and physical phenomenons using scientific methods, scientific experiments, tests, and observations, which mean that when we're dealing with science, one of the things that we have to use is our senses. Because when you're dealing with the term observation, the root word of the term observation only means to observe, to observe, to see with your eyes, to pay attention. So our senses are going to be will play a key role in this debate, because it will let us know what our reality is, because our senses and our reality, they have a relationship with each other. Our senses, I mean, our reality ain't gonna lie to our senses like that. We know and not only just that, but since we are living in the same reality, it really shouldn't be that hard for us to figure out the shape of the earth. Now, I know that my opponent, he comes in a mathematical and mathematical standpoint, where he deal with the calculating of the stars and the measurement of the stars and all of these other measurements and other things like that. That's good, but there's also simple concepts that we can actually use to prove our point and prove our science. Science is all about duplicating, being able to duplicate your stance in reality, and showing that reality conform to your model and your stance. And I yield right there.
Okay, Michael. You're next up to explain a little information of why you taking this debate.
All right. Well, every single experiment ever confirms that the Earth is a globe. When you test things and confirm things and repeat them, we find that without fail that the Earth is a globe. We know that gravity exists. We can test that. We know that the Earth is spherical. It's been measured. We also can use instruments to do this, because there are problems with our senses. We can't see very small things. We can't see cells. We can't see things that are very far away, but telescopes can. We can't measure very small forces, but we can make instruments that can do it. So all these experiments, including not just our senses, because our senses can be fooled, instruments that we can make that are very much more sophisticated and sensitive than our senses, confirm that the Earth is a globe.
Okay. Yeah, was kind of short, but Zakar, do you have anything um to say? Well, let's do it like this, right? Let's give y'all two questions apiece. So this way y'all can get a more understanding, like something that y'all really want to understand of why they are saying this. So Takar, you got like two questions. Now you don't go into too much detail with the answer, so because you don't want to get your hand out. So it's just to understand where the other person is coming from, that you might want to know that you don't know so far.
Okay, oh, you want me to ask him questions, Eric?
Yeah, just ask him two questions. It's just something that you can get more of an understanding where he could come from when y'all debate, but he don't have to like show his hand. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But
okay, I
just
get you. I
yeah.
get you. So, MC Tune, when you say that the Earth is a globe, and we know that 70% of our 70 to 71% of our Earth is filled with water, is there a reality standpoint on a reality level or on the natural level where we could see that much water being capable of being formed into a perfect sphere without a spherical container? That's my first question.
Oh yeah, we certainly can. But and I'll bring them on to the debate for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to show it. I was just asking a question.
Yep.
Now you can ask me a question now.
Well, often flat earthers claim that large bodies of water do not curve, but they just claim it. They never actually have any measurements of it. So I'd definitely love to see some actual measurements of the flatness of water over long distances, and being certain to include confounding variables.
Okay, well, and this is why I'm saying, like, yeah, we do have to use our senses, and some of the things that we are actually doing, that we are actually paying attention to our senses, is we having a relationship with our reality. So we don't actually see water constantly curving into a ball. Even if you want to say that water is not level, water on the flow, on the level of flow, not a raindrop but a level of flow, it does not curve into a perfect ball in this reality. It's always straight. That's it.
Well, yeah, I would expect then you'd bring some measurements to support those claims.
Okay, I could bring some measurements in the debate.
Yeah.
Okay, you got your second question.
Okay, okay. So my second question is this right here. Like, if y'all speak against the ice wall, right? Y'all speak against the ice wall. Um, like, is there actual facts that Antarctica is an actual continent? And do y'all have like real life images and not CGI or drawn images of America? I mean, of Antarctica as a continent?
Yeah, that there are many, and I can bring them.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, you got two questions to ask him.
All right. Well, I kind of already did with
Hey,
the
hey,
measurement of.
hey,
Yeah,
P.
he got one.
If you don't mind me saying something real quick, it's
Uh huh.
okay. I would say, this is Brother Consul, as a debater, as a person who's been debating for years, I would say it's cool if y'all can bring a little of a, you can bring a little information. Now you don't have to hide everything, because that's kind of what makes the prelim interesting, because you brothers, your delivery is real good. I'm really interested. I actually want to see a little something, something. I
I
want to see
agree.
a little something, because it sounds. Both of y'all have a good delivery. I'm ready to see something, a little something at least.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because it is kind of y'all is kind of answering kind of short.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a whole lot of time. This was going to happen about an hour and a half ago, and
Or you could
it's
just
running
verbally
short.
discuss it. You ain't got to
Yeah,
share your
yeah.
screen or nothing.
I can pull something up for you quick here. But so the first question.
I have a quick question. I have a quick question. This may help. Do
Okay.
any of y'all interested in, or maybe referencing from any ancient maps to prove about the flatness or the circularness of the globe
Yeah,
That's,
or of the planet?
yeah, I actually do. When you go into ancient Kemetic
hold on, hold
cosmology,
on, hold on, hold on. Let Mike do the two questions and then y'all can answer on console jump.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. The first question was asking for measurements of flatness from him, which we already covered. So I will then I'll give that one just as my first, and then as my second, I would ask for an empirical measurement and a plausible mechanism explaining the downward acceleration. We all know that things fall when you drop them, and they fall at a very specific acceleration. It's about 9.8 meters per second squared down. It does vary all over the Earth. Flat earthers deny that gravity exists, but don't replace it with anything. They just say it goes down, and typically their reasonings are circular. None of them have actual predictive power to say, well, it should go down at this very particular velocity or acceleration and in this particular direction. So I'd ask Tarcori, because we can do that for the globe, I'd ask Tarcori to bring the explanation for why things accelerate downward.
That's a good question.
Okay, the reason why things accelerate downward is because of the weight and the resistance around the medium that they're in. The heavier an object is, the faster it'll be able to fall due to the fact that it has more resistance. Like, say, for instance, if I drop a little leaf, if I drop a leaf in the air, you got two different mediums. You got air and you got water. Medium is just the surrounding area, things that surround us. If I drop a feather into the water, that feather, which is barely lighter than the air, so it will have a little bit resistance, so it will fall. But if it fall on the water, it's not gonna go down or sink in the water, because water is 8 times more denser than air. So therefore, therefore the feather would not fall completely into the water, but it would just float on top of the water. And dealing with the 9.8 acceleration, things don't fall at the same speed. Heavier things fall faster than light things. When you talk about a 9.8 meters per square, you're talking about a multiplication of 9.8 every second. And I'm pretty sure if I drop a feather on the ground, the feather is going to take like up to 4 seconds to fall from me to the ground. And that's like, I'm 5 feet. So the 9.8 would cancel out. The 9.8 meters downward acceleration would cancel out for the feather, due to the fact that it would take 4 seconds for a feather to fall from my head to my toe, and I'm 5'10".
All right. Well, certainly you neglected to include the downward resistance due to friction in that. So there are multiple forces that can act simultaneously. So the downward acceleration is still always 9.8 meters per second squared. There are then simultaneous other forces acting in other directions. So you would need to actually provide the mechanism for the 9.8 meters per second squared downward acceleration. So just saying feathers go slower doesn't do it, because there are other forces. You need to take all of them into account. But I certainly expect that you can bring that, give it a couple days, you can put something together better than just saying feathers go slower. So I do have something I can show quick if somebody wants to, if you want to see it.
Oh, do you have a second question?
Yeah, the first one was measurements of flatness of water.
Yeah, he already asked 2 questions already, but yeah, if you want to show something, you can show it real quick, and then
Okay, yeah, and then y'all can answer on Kansu question after that.
Yeah, then I do need to
Oh,
get go ahead.
Did he leave? Oh, he must. Oh, Yashar, we got Yashar show it on here. Introduce yourself and let's tell the people where they can find you at.
Shalom family, tanks on the ground, source up or shut up, Lions Den, motivated focus, all that. All right. You can find me, Source Debate League. You can find me on Lions Den, right? You can also find me, right, wherever we are building. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, family, I'm not here to interrupt the build that these brothers is having, or these 2 individuals is having. I'm actually here to listen, so that when the actual debate comes, I can understand who is standing on what and who is not standing on what they said in this prelim, right? So that's why I'm here. You know, I'm just a witness. That being said, Shalom.
Peace. Mike, now you can go ahead now.
All right. So if the Earth is flat, then when you raise up in elevation, there's a certain you would expect that the horizon would not dip. At least it would not dip very much. If you're over the Yukon Territory, which is about 60 degrees north latitude, the closest that you are to the ice wall or Antarctica, or 90 degrees south latitude, is 10,350 miles. You do a little bit of math on that, you'll discover that the horizon should dip less than 0.01 degrees. But here I took a picture when I was flying from Anchorage to Minneapolis. And you can see at the top of the screen there is at 60 degrees north latitude. The horizontal line across the middle of the screen is eye level, which if the Earth were flat, you'd expect the horizon to be. But in fact, you see the moon below eye level, completely below eye level. And below that, you see a little kind of a fuzzy edge there. That's the clouds, and below the clouds are the horizon. So the horizon did not rise to eye level. And somehow the moon was completely below eye level, so that the moon could be no higher than the elevation of the plane, which was 35,000 feet. Well, if the moon was that low, then we would certainly see the moon traveling extremely quickly through the air, and it would never be very high in the sky. So there's a little something I did myself, showing that the Earth could not possibly be flat.
Ooh, nice.
You got anything to respond to that, Tarcori?
Unmute your mic.
Unmute your mic, Tarcori.
Yeah, let me get a screen share real quick. Okay, so when he was talking about planes and stuff, little do he realize that when they deal with the planes, these are called altitude indicators. And notice that these altitude indicators right here, they always hold a flat level. Now, if we was on a ball, it was supposed to have a curvaison on there. Now, if you pay attention to these lines right here, these lines mimic the eye point or the vanishing point of somebody. I mean, of the person that's riding the thingamajiggy, riding in a plane. My bad. So now check this out. Notice that this one got a 20/20 at the top. 20/20, which represents a 20/20 vision, which represents the way that we see a perfect 20/20 vision. So therefore, and you can actually see that this actually converge at a point, because it lets us know that our eyes don't see things forever, but that we are flying on a flat over a flat horizon. This part right here is represented as the ground, which is flat, and this part right here is represented as the altitude. I mean, as the sky. So if if the Earth is a globe, then why is it that their altitude indicators are actually balanced in between to represent the ground and represent the sky? So watch this. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this line right here, how they converging into each other. Now, look at this right here. Now y'all see the same thing with this, as you can see, and then now you got the altitude indicator. Let me go back to the altitude indicator. Now look, pay attention. I'm gonna switch, and I want y'all to see. Watch this. You see the point of conversion? Everything have a point of similarity to it. Watch this. The point of similarity, the point of similarity. Our eyes don't see things forever, but we know that planes are actually made off a flat earth. In order for a plane to be made off a globe, especially if you're flying on side of a ball, the plane would dip its wings north and south. It will not fly horizontal, but it will fly vertical with the wings vertical. And we know that planes don't actually do things like that. They don't behave like that. So this is just a little something that I actually wanted to show.
Tarcori, just not to embarrass you, but that's not an altitude indicator. That's an artificial horizon. You just showed a diagram of it. You didn't actually show a measurement. I showed a measurement. If you did see an artificial horizon from an airplane at elevation, you would see that it doesn't match the horizon, just like my actual photograph with real measurement showed. And the 20s on there aren't 20/20 vision. Those are actual numbers that are because they're measuring things.
Well, I'm not saying that it's actually represented. I'm just saying that it's a coincidence. Like when we're dealing with our eyes, and when the thing is actually designed for our eyes, it's actually pretty much it's actually showing that it's 20/20, which is a coincidence that's deal with the degree of our vision when we actually pay attention to things that are actually in front of us. So when you pulled up your photo, that wasn't actually the horizon. That was actually the clouds and the other things like that. That was not really actually the horizon. So
Yeah, the horizon was below. Yeah, significantly below. It did not rise to eye level. I agree.
oh, and so
Could you maybe for the debate, maybe you want to get an actual photograph of an artificial horizon of an airplane at 35,000 feet, maybe, and see what it looks like? I can bring one too.
okay, that's a bit. Now, I wanted to answer Kunsu's question that he said about ancient maps and stuff like that. I can give you, if I can give you an ancient cosmology, that means that they maps will actually be based off their ancient cosmology. I'm gonna get another screen share. I'm gonna get another screen share.
All right, I have just a minute left.
What'd you say?
I only have a minute left till I have to go.
Okay, that's fine. because I have to get ready and go to work too. But just to answer Kunsu's question, because I know Kunsu deal with the Kemetic knowledge. Y'all see my screen? This is the ancient Kemetic depiction of the earth. You see this? This is Geb right here, and he is, and you see the line right here. This is the equilibrium plane right here, and this equilibrium plane right here. This is represented as the foundation of the land, which is a flat land. And then you see the knees and the arms and everything like here bowed up. This is represented as the mountainous plane, and you got the sky goddess Nut over him, which is represented as the cosmology. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so y'all say I got a minute left. I guess Michael, you want to say like an outro or something that before you leave out?
Yeah, we still need to figure out the format we're going to use. I don't know what it is. Maybe you have a standard one you do, and then when it's going to be. I propose doing it next Tuesday.
Yeah, I say next Tuesday. I say next Tuesday since that's when you usually do your shows. We can say next Tuesday.
I set that time aside because I have family stuff. So
okay.
What time?
Anytime for me is fine.
I say 3:00.
3?
You said anytime.
Oh my gosh, I meant evening.
Oh yeah, I forgot you live on the other side of the earth.
No, I'm in Minnesota. Could we do?
I thought you was in.
No, we're in the same.
There's some other dude that.
Yeah, we're in the same time zone. Can we do like 5 or 6 or 7?
We could do 5.
We could do 7.
Nah, we can do 5 because I'm gonna have to go to work by 7.
Okay, we can do 5.
5's good. 5's good. All right.
5 what time zone?
Central. 5 Central.
So that's what shit. That'll be what 2? No, that'll be 4. What 3 o'clock West Coast time?
That's 3
o'clock
Pacific time. Yeah.
Right. Just letting my sister know.
Thank you, because you already know we on the same time zone.
Yep.
All right, yeah. Could you send a picture so we can get a flyer going on, and then it's pretty much gonna be it's pretty much gonna be 2 to 3 rounds, and each about 10 minutes a piece.
All right, and then
3-minute rebuttal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, close out.
Karima, real quick before y'all close out, will it be a 3-minute rebuttal for each one of their presentations?
Yes.
Okay.
Opening and rebuttal. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm about to get ready and dip. See you Tuesday, Michael.
All right. See ya. Thanks, everyone.
All right, everybody.